morning.
Get up. It's time for Taps and Takes, live from Grogg's traditional Irish pub at the northeast corner of Willow Knees. It's where we talk all that sports news, all that nerd news.
Nerdiness.
And we do it on Fridays just for you because we love you. If you're liking this content, remember to like and subscribe, and let's get into it because it's going to be a big sports day. Big old sports day. A lot of epic rants coming from Fast Eddie Edward Raus right there.
Yeah. I'm going to relay a trigger warning real quick.
To whom?
To all Browns fans out there and that listen to the show. So the one of you possibly.
Yeah.
You're not going to like what I have to say at the end of this.
And honestly, I have a feeling I know something that you're going to say. And I'm a casual sports fan, and even I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I don't think they may have a head coach by the time the season starts, but more on that later.
Indeed, we will get into it, and it feels good. The sun's out, Eddie.
Sun's out, guns out. You know,
sun's out, guns out. We're here. We're gonna do it for you. Let's get right into it. Now, before we even start, we did a brand new segment last week.
We did.
Called Fair But Unfair.
Yes.
Talking about the movie Mercy.
And you unfairly made me go see it to see.
Oh, I didn't make you do anything. You were like this. Well, you know, I got the pass. So it's like 25 cents for me to go. So not a big deal. So produced by Amazon Studios.
Yep. Should have gone straight to Amazon.
And like, look, man, when I saw the trailer, much like a lot of people are saying that they probably picked the weakest acting parts of Chris Pratt, I do hear that like the setup isn't that bad. Like the setup, the first 30 minutes, it's not that bad. It gives you like a good feeling of a good mystery, but then it just tanks and just devolves and it just looks horrible.
Becomes a joke. After joke after joke.
Give me the review of Mercy with Chris Pratt.
I'm going to give some spoiler warnings. But
who cares? Just go for it.
So I'd say about 90% of the movie, he's just sitting in a chair and he has all the AI in the world that he could do whatever he wants to solve this crime of his wife being murdered. Right. And clearly, you know, right off the bat, obviously he didn't do it.
Right.
But it's just the weirdest. It's like, I can't even describe. She's like, well, you get one phone call. So he calls his daughter and then his daughter's like, oh, he's like, I didn't do it. And then his dad or whatever gets on the phone and then hangs up. And she's like, that was your phone call. And then he proceeds to make 18 more phone calls throughout the movie. And she doesn't say anything. I'm like, what the hell?
Wait. You have an hour and a half to defend yourself. And you're going to be executed, and they hit you with the phone a friend. You get one,
but then he's
you get one,
and then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Call this person," and she calls him. Call this person to call. He's like, "What happened to his one phone call?"
Did he ever override the AI at any point?
No,
damn it.
Whatever. He got her on his side. So she helped him solve the crime at the end.
Okay.
You know, like you knew what was going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if you had to score Mercy.
Oh, no mercy.
1 through 10.
It is.
Tell me the best quality of it.
The best quality of it is that the last 20 minutes, you will be laughing your ass off because it's so ridiculous and so bad that it's funny.
So it's that bad.
It's that bad. It is War of the Worlds with Ice Cube without the Ice Cube-isms.
Okay.
There's no like, shit.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh. Like there's none of that. It's just Chris Pratt and it's just, it's ridiculous. The story's dumb. It's so, I can't even, don't get me started with the chase scene and he's in a truck. It's so bad.
It's that bad.
So bad.
Well, and I kind of had a feeling that this was going to be a stinker. We called it Unfair But Not Fair.
Yeah.
But at least now we have context. One of us saw it.
But I was laughing during the last like 10 minutes.
Maybe there's a silver lining here.
And people did walk out of the theater and did not return. Like
dude, I don't think I've gotten booted from a theater because I had to restrain someone that was like going crazy.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But other than that, I've never once left a movie early. If I pay for it, I'm like, I'm by God sitting through.
Well, the movie passes changed things for sure, but they just straight up got up and left, and like it was like one of those. They had their blankets, everything, and they just they left, and it was and it Now, Rotten Tomatoes with this is irritating the hell out of me.
Okay.
I have a theory, and we talked about this earlier, but I want to bring it up here. It has like 20% critics, and it's terrible. It's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I saw
Everyone's
people
just
walked out of the
lambasting
theater. But 85% score on the viewers, the people.
That has to be either A, bought and paid for, or B, it is a reverse review bomb where like people, it's so bad that people are like,
it's not
like Morbid time. You know what I mean?
I went and I read the reviews, right?
Yeah.
Like War of the Worlds, they got the reverse treatment, right? With Ice Cube.
Yeah.
The reviews are like great action scenes, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there's no action scenes in it until the end. There's like a little bit. It's like, okay, so that's
So you think like maybe the studio was botting reviews or something?
That's
shady.
A lot of them are just so basic reviews. They don't talk about the characters. They don't talk about anything. It's just like, oh, great movie. I had a good time.
Honest to God, if Amazon gamed that system and they got caught, that is a scandal.
Yeah, it could be, because if you go, when you have a chance, everybody go read them. They're all generic and just very not about the movie at all.
Right.
And it's a little interesting because there's no way 85% of the people that were in that theater with me enjoyed that movie. Okay. So, anyways.
All right. So Mercy,
I give it a 1.5 out of 10 for the laugh at the end.
Okay. Copy. At least now our listeners know. The Taps and Takes viewers are aware of what to avoid. Also, keep in mind, after you watch this, hit us up at twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast if you want to come and say hi while we do our live stream recording for Monday's episode. Now, let's get into the nerd news headlines.
Yeah.
New Supergirl TV spot showed Lobo.
Loved it. I liked it.
He looks great.
I have one issue with it. I'll explain when I'm done. My only issue is I think the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is one of the best trilogies of all time. It's up there, and it's kind of underrated for how good it is as a 3-movie trilogy.
As just those movies, not the overall MCU, but just those movies.
Is it me, or is the trailer really, both of them now, really giving that Guardians vibe?
I think that's almost impossible to avoid, considering that we talked about it a few times.
Yeah.
James Gunn is James Gunn. James Gunn's gonna James Gunn it up. You know what I mean? And I think that his stamp on what he does is very much him and unapologetically him. So you're going to get the same DNA through it all.
Yeah.
What I do like about it is that it does look good.
It looks like I want to see it. Yeah.
At
first I was like, I don't know. And now I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm kind of excited to watch it, to be honest. I think it's going to be a good movie. So we'll have to wait and find out. And actually, Supergirl is really important because it's Superman, biggest IP in the world. Comes out, has pretty good reviews.
Yeah.
Decent movie. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. You're setting up this new cinematic universe, and Supergirl is going to show us if they can maintain maybe not a list. I know for DC fans, she is. I'm just saying the normal consumer. Supergirl is going to show us if we can do the not so much Guardians, but Guardians treatment, if you will, on some things to make it work to be a successful movie, right?
Yeah.
I still think they're kind of shooting.
They're going to run that dog down our throats, though, and everything.
I don't know. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But Lobo looks sick.
Lobo looks great.
Yeah.
And listen, I still think they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, being a little bit tight-fisted with Batman and Wonder Woman. I mean, if you're going to do it, lead with them, but we'll have to wait and find out. It looks good.
The thing about Batman is it's been so overplayed more than any character ever.
But look, they have
more movies than anything.
They have a problem. Matt Reeves' Batman was a success and it was tight.
It was good.
And then the Penguin comes out, which is great.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to have Bat be the mainline Batman because it's a separate Elseworlds tale.
Yeah.
You're kind of doing a missed opportunity here. I don't see any reason why they can't. Maybe it has to do with Robert Pattinson scheduling and stuff like that. But it's like, dude,
what is he doing? What else is he doing?
A ton of shit.
Is he?
Yes.
I haven't seen him.
He's in the Odyssey. He's in.
Oh, everybody's in the Odyssey.
Yeah,
Matt Damon's in the Odyssey.
Robert Pattinson is a very well respected actor that's busy. So he's also eyeing Marvel roles too right now. And it's Robert Pattinson.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
the thing is like, I don't know if it's a shooting schedule problem with him, but you're James Gunn. Just make him the mainline Batman. I don't understand what the problem is, but that's just me. Marvel's there's a rumor that Marvel's considering splitting Secret Wars into 2 separate movies, not Doomsday. The one that's coming up right now, Doomsday, it's coming out this year. That is one movie. They are considering
that's going to reset everything
after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So if they're going to split Secret Wars into 2 separate movies, I say you do it like you did Endgame when they're 6 months apart. Like if
you have to,
have to.
Yeah.
I do not want Secret Wars 1
and then 5 years later, Secret Wars 2,
or a year and a half break, or even a year.
Yeah,
like release it and then release the next one like 4 to 6 months later. The way they did
that with Endgame was, and the 2 was brilliant.
That's like, smart. Yeah. Do that. Like, don't let it marinate.
And it was a success, both of them. So,
right.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, whatever. That's cool. Like, it's a big storyline, and you know they're gonna milk this for all it's worth. That's fine. And if it's 2 movies, I'm assuming we're gonna get a lot of cool shit in it. Okay, so that's great. But I want to get to the X-Men. I want to get to the new future of the MCU. Let's stop kind of drowning this out for everything that it's worth, and let's move on with the actual future. The Avengers had their time. I'm sure there's going to be characters that are in and out of the Avengers.
Well, there's Avengers babies now.
Yeah. It's like we've done it. Okay. Let's focus on the mutant saga and mutants in general. Like, let's do that
it right and like clean.
Do it. Yes. And you can do that. You have so much content to mine from.
Fantastic Four right in my eyes.
Right.
So.
Then that was a great movie, underrated movie.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and find out. Now, this is actually interesting. Ralph Fiennes, who played Voldemort, he was also in
Just saw him in Bone Temple.
Bone Temple. He's a freaking phenomenal actor.
I saw his dong.
Did you? We'll get to dongs later.
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah. So Ralph Fiennes, who played Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He's
great in Bone Temple, by the way.
He's an insanely good actor. He let it slip that he believes that Cillian Murphy has been casted as Voldemort in the HBO series because so they're doing a reshoot. Basically, every season will be an individual book to get more in depth in the Harry Potter series.
That's interesting that we bring that up because there's spoilers for 28 Days Later, which I just kind of ruined because remember he was the original guy in 28 Days Later.
Cillian Murphy was, yeah.
And he is going to be in the third one.
Oh, no shit.
28 years later of the trilogy because it's a trilogy. So, and that's confirmed.
Really?
So that's interesting. And they're together in the Bone Temple.
Right.
Like, so it's just interesting.
So maybe there's some weight behind the rumor.
Yeah.
I think if you look at the quote.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
If you look at the quote, he kind of like backpedals a little bit. He's like, I mean, like, I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Cillian Murphy would be an awesome draw.
That's great.
I mean, especially now that my girls are like super excited on Harry Potter, I would love to see this done well through HBO, which I feel like they will. I do feel like we have the movies. Maybe you should have done Hogwarts Legacy as a show, but we'll have to wait and find out and see if that's good.
I kind of like having a for that, crowd, having a video game that is also part of the story, but a different part. It's kind of fun because it's like that crowd also plays video games now.
Right.
It's that generation. Yeah. So like they get to get the story, be live in it, and still have everything around it. I kind of like that feel and not making that its own movie or anything.
Hogwarts Legacy was a really cool story.
Incredible.
And executed it very well. I thought that would have made a great TV series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the game itself is just so good. The story is good. Everything about it is good. And it's just to me, I like having that in the universe where you could be Harry Potter or not actual Harry Potter, but be like Harry and like have that story and then still have everything. It kind of works all together that way.
It does, but it's just I'm a little lukewarm on repeating the same stories because those movies are kind of recent and they are pretty faithful. Like they're not one-to-ones, obviously, but they're relatively as faithful as you can kind of be to a book that's that dense. So again, Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Speaking of Cillian Murphy, if you haven't seen Peaky Blinders, that's one of the most underrated shows ever. It is so good.
Peaky Blinders, I remember being up on that on Netflix and then having to wait after season 3. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what?
And there's a movie coming out now.
Is there? Mm-hmm. Peaky Blinders, awesome.
So good, underrated.
Marvel's Wonder Man unexpectedly has an insanely high critic score.
Correct. But did you see some of the, like Joe Blow gave it a bad.
Really?
Bad.
Said it's bad?
Yeah. Like it's getting good critic scores, but bad like media scores. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I wasn't even going to watch it. I am going to check it out. They're doing a 3-episode premiere. I will check out those 3 episodes to see what I think. The divide when people, I wonder what's going on when like so many critics like are praising something and like the audience is like, this is just derivative and bland and boring. And you know what I mean? I know that Marvel's trying something a little bit meta and different with this. I'll give it a shot. I've relatively liked a lot of the stuff that Marvel has done.
It. But yeah, I'm not excited for it. I was never. Do we need a Wonder Man show? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know?
And look, I'm not excited almost about anything for Marvel other than Doomsday.
She-Hulk kind of She-Hulk kind of ruined the TV landscape of Marvel for me when it came out, because at that point you had Loki, you had the WandaVision, and then when She-Hulk, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Well, this is the problem with those shows is
Attorney at Law, get out of here.
Some of these things suck. And I know that they were trying like the Ally McBeal treatment for this, and like they're trying to spice it up. I get that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that those shows, when they don't hit, they overshadow the shows that are actually decent.
Correct.
Like a WandaVision, like a Loki, which I thought Loki was incredible.
Dude, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight
talks about Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was pretty goddamn great. And like when you have that, people are less likely to give these shows a shot. When I'm like, dude, there is some good stuff. I thought Hawkeye wasn't bad.
I thought
Hawkeye was fine. Kate Bishop, like that.
It seemed like a 90s Christmas thing.
Yes, I get that. But the Kate Bishop character, like those books when they introduced Kate Bishop, some of the best material that Marvel's done in the books in years. So it was like, I like. It just sucks when you get stinkers and you lose the trust of the audience, then you lose. And I know that they were swinging out the gate with WandaVision, and
then Loki was.
Yes, huge. But Loki almost was set up for success because Tom Hiddleston is insanely good.
Yeah.
WandaVision was a bigger sell because it was more avant-garde-ish, the way that they were telling the story. Oh, and you talk about other fucking Agatha All Along is awesome.
Yeah, that was underrated.
It's fucking awesome. But you got the gay people crowd, and then you get the loss of the casual audience that would watch them. Watch Agatha All Along. I will tell you this right now. Agatha All Along, one of the episodes in there, I think it's episode 7 of Agatha, is one of the single best episodes that Marvel has ever done, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm just talking about. I think it is 7. Yeah.
I think it's 7. So, Aaron Pierre, let's go through some of these pretty quick, because I know this story, we're going to hang on for a second. Aaron Pierre, who is slated to be in DC's Lanterns, is in talks to take apparently to play Black Panther in the MCU projects leading into Secret Wars. Here's the thing yet. No one says that he is playing T'Challa.
Correct.
He's playing Black Panther.
Yes.
Okay. Because there is rumors of another person being casted as Black Panther T'Challa.
I saw
mainline.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he is in talks to play a different Elseworlds version of Black Panther.
We live in a multiverse world now.
But he is that dude. If you look at Aaron Pierre, as a straight man,
he's pretty.
I'm like, God damn, why are you so beautiful?
I get lost in his eyes.
His fucking eyes see through your soul, dude.
It's crazy.
You're like, what the hell? Shout out Aaron Pierre, dude. Sinners sets new Oscar record with 16 nominations. Now, there's a lot of people saying that they have no chance at
a lot of them. Yeah.
Well, the best movie award.
No, that's going to One Battle After Another.
Or Marty Supreme. But
it's going to One Battle After Another.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
But you never know. There could be some dark horses here. If
we'll talk about that with my odds and everything.
Hold on, check it out. If Marty Supreme and One Battle After Another kind of splits a vote, you never know. Sinners could.
That's what happened before when what's that, like Moonlight won or something?
Yeah,
1 year?
Yeah. So there is, but I still haven't seen Sinners.
You haven't seen it?
I'm gonna watch it. I know that it's great. Ryan Coogler is a fucking beast, dude. This guy.
The only issue I have with it is they're nominated for original screenplay, and it's certainly.
It's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
But look, but hold up. That doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either.
It doesn't bother me at all. And you know what would have been super sick? I'm just going to say it. If we like low-key found out it's in the same universe. Like From Dusk Till Dawn and Coogler's Sinners.
Well, it does take place in a different time period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that'd be
cool.
Sick.
Yeah, let's bring Quentin Tarantino and back in and make the third one.
Yeah. So Dune 3, Dune Messiah, and Secret Wars have the same release date.
Oh, geez.
They are calling it both coming out December 17th of 2027. That's not. No. That can't be right.
Messiah's coming out in 2027.
I thought it was coming out this year.
Is it this year?
I thought it was this year.
Oh, you mean Doomsday, not Secret Wars?
Yeah, Doomsday.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So Doomsday, and I'm sorry if I said Secret Wars. Doomsday.
You still got that Secret Wars on your mind.
Yeah. Doomsday
and Dune are
and
the same
Dune Messiah are on the same release date in December.
Switch that.
Apparently, they're not. So
Jesus,
they're leaning into the idea of Doomsday or Doomsday is what they're calling it. Barbenheimer. So all of the, now comes to find out that all of the IMAX screens, none of them are picking up Doomsday. They're all playing Dune Messiah.
They have to.
Yeah. Well, here's my question to you. Be honest. These are coming out the same day. Obviously, dorks like us are going to be in line.
Now, here's what's going to happen.
Wait. What do you see first?
Dune.
Not
even close.
Not even close, dude.
But see, Dune is built for IMAX, but I guarantee you all the 4DX and all the Screen X stuff is all going to be Doomsday.
I hate Screen X.
It's terrible. It's dumb. Well, the problem is here, we don't do it right.
Yeah.
Because when you go to like LA and go to Screen X, there's actual screens on the side of the theater. Yeah. I don't see a goddamn exit sign in my screen. You know what I mean?
And it's just like kind of like
it's terrible. It's not worth it.
It throws you off. I see Dune first.
Oh, 100%. I'm going to see it. I'm going to get early release and go the first showing.
Oh, yeah. I'm going too.
Well, we're going.
You're taking me.
Oh, yeah. Hope we got sand dune popcorn buckets in it.
Hell yeah. The sandworm. Yeah.
Buckets, yeah.
But I will also, because I don't want to be like super spoiled via the internet. And like, look, the shelf life on this, if you don't go round one,
what's the release date of that though, by the way?
Mid-December, I think 16th.
They're doing mid-December, not Thanksgiving week.
No, I think it's mid-December. I can double check here.
Interesting.
I can check real quick here.
Because in that case, it'll probably be released on like a Wednesday or a Tuesday to try to get a little bit earlier. Interesting.
All right. Dune 3 is coming out December 18th.
Wow. Yep.
So
a week before Christmas,
holiday season.
Too.
Couple of quick stories. New Dragon Ball anime called Galactic Patrol. It's going to be the sequel to Super, which is going to cover the Marrow arc. And, we've been waiting a long time since Super ended. So it'll be cool to get some Toriyama back on screen. Rest in peace.
I'm sorry. Or can you put some subtitles under that one for me, please? Thank you. Project Hail Mary is already being lauded as a masterpiece. We've talked about this. It's besides Dune, my favorite sci-fi book, maybe book I've ever read in my life. It is so captivating. Yeah. I sat through it. I got done with it in 2 days.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that book.
It is so well written, but he's 3 for 3 on his books anyways, but it's his best of his 3 and Over the Martian, over Artemis, which Artemis has been in works for a movie for years now, and they should. But it's so good and so like what I had in my mind and the way he creates this vision between dude, everyone knows there's an alien in it now. Right?
Well, yeah, because of the trailer, but don't get too far into it.
Yeah, everything with him and like it's just I just worry it's going to ruin that. because The Martian, the one thing it really did was exactly how I thought it would look in my head.
Right. Yeah.
And now I'm kind of worried this is a little bit, it's not Mars.
Right.
You kind of know what Mars looks like.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried that's going to kind of ruin my thing of it. But at the same time, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
So
what I think is beautiful about that story is that it is a gorgeous story of cooperation and sacrifice and friendship and like all these things. And it's humor, but it's all done through science. Like if this was to happen, these things would have to happen in order to fix this
that's what realistic he does, problem. Right? He actually works with NASA.
Yeah.
Andy Weir.
Yeah.
He works with NASA. The Martian is all correct. Artemis is all correct. And then
the science is great.
That's why it takes him so damn long in between books to write them.
So this is probably my number one movie. And I know that Doom 3 and Doomsday is coming out.
Dude, I am already jonesing for this year of movies.
Yeah. And look, it's coming out in legit a month.
Yeah.
And
we're going. Are we going to hold hands and cry?
Day one. The book made me bawl.
Yeah.
So yes, we are going. Really quickly, new trailer for Maul, Lord of Shadow release. Looks pretty tight.
The animation is
beautiful.
Amazing.
First look at Yoshi in Super Mario Galaxy. Cuter than all hell.
Oh, and Birdo.
And Birdo. We got a Birdo confirmation. The first trailer for Invincible Season 4 came out. Looks like things are speeding up. I'm just going to let Invincible I know Elliot loves it. I need it to stack up and then go back and watch it.
Elliot's not here anymore.
Yeah, he's not. So, okay.
I do like Invincible. Though.
I do want to talk about this real quick. Just really quick. We don't need to... I love Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay, we're going back to Dong.
I love Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This second
episode totally redeemed itself for me, which I knew. Great.
Yeah.
Knowing the story, and if you don't, I don't know if you probably caught on yet, but I was able to catch on very quickly. But just what they're doing, 2 episodes in, the first intro of first minute or so are absolutely things I've never seen on TV.
Dude. There is a huge donger. Huge. Like abnormally large.
Pisses right into the camera.
Yeah. It is. It's so big.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
It was so big that I was just laughing my ass off.
Have you ever seen live excretion on television before? I don't think I have.
It was a prosthetic. There's no
I know
way.
that, but it's still pee coming out of a giant. Okay, so what's next? Okay, what's going to happen this week?
I don't know.
We've got poop. We've got pee. There's only so much left.
Those are the 2. I was just laughing hysterically.
It was just you don't see it coming. He's just staying there, and then and you're like, wow, he's equipped.
But there's something that I noticed watching this is that I have a big grin and smile on my face.
Me too.
I'm watching it.
I enjoyed this episode more than the first.
Yeah.
Because it actually brought the story, learning about Penny Tree and all that. And then I thought the ending of the episode was glorious.
Right.
And the writing was great because of the way he was humored into a point where he said, I have nothing to live for except for this at the end, which makes you go, episode 3 is going to be epic.
Right.
But I think he's going to have to fail a few times to succeed, obviously. But just this whole mindset of, maybe my master or whatever was a loser.
Right.
And that's all I have. And just that whole humility of it, I think was great.
And how important it is that he wants people to remember his night, his hedge night, because he looked at him as an honorable good man.
Because he taught him to be an honorable
good
man, even though he was a loser and a loner.
Right.
And once again, Baratheon, man, best character.
Yeah, great character.
Oh my God.
All right, really quick.
Hold on real quick.
I got a drink. Really quick. He-Man released a trailer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, someone hit me up saying, or asking if we were going to talk about this in June. No, came out after we recorded our last episode.
I think he meant the movie. I think he meant seeing the movie.
Okay. Well,
trailer looks terrible.
It looks fine.
No, it has those stupid like you can make on iMovie coming soon. Oh, epic. Oh, dude, like what are we doing?
I think it needs to be slightly cheesy because it's He-Man. It doesn't show me
anything.
It doesn't make me.
It shows all the characters. That's it.
It doesn't make me excited for it. I don't even know tonally what it's going to be like. I do like the idea that he was like sent to Earth to like hide, you know what I mean? By his mother or something. I get that.
An office manager.
Right, yeah. But it also, you can't take it. It's almost like Barbie. It's like you can't take it super seriously, but somehow they weeded in a very like cleanly done message in Barbie.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So this is more of just like an action movie, but it's He-Man. So it is, if you go back and just look at the character He-Man's kind of cringe, you know?
Yeah, he's
a little bit. But
goofy, cringe, like.
I liked Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. I thought that was cool when I was growing up.
It was awesome.
I thought it was
it was
tight.
on USA every day in the afternoon.
Yeah. So I don't know. It does look like a crazy CGI fest.
Yeah.
That's a good and a bad thing.
A little too CGI for me.
But look, it's He-Man. If this movie is a 6.5.
Yeah. The trailer was corny.
It was corny. It wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and find out. Now it is time for, before we get to sports, hype or blight. This week, Edward Raus.
Woo!
We are talking about something that you are not too familiar
Am I going to
with.
need subtitles for this one?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. You are not too familiar with this in general, but I think you know of some of these properties. So it is currently in production live action adaptations of anime.
See, I love One Piece.
Okay.
That was great.
One Piece, great. But I'm not going to talk about anything that's out.
Okay.
These are going to be some movies that are being worked on. I'm going to tell you the movie, and I'm going to tell you the studio that's doing it.
Okay, that's fair. That'll know.
Give me a crack judgment being a casual anime fan. Oh, by the way, JJK episode 4, where Maki destroys the Zenin clan. Holy shit, it's peak cinema. There is a Kill Bill reference in the middle of this. It is fucking beautiful.
I just don't have the time. There's so many episodes of these animes.
So good. It is
like
so goddamn good, dude. But neither here nor there.
I'm the movie guy, okay?
Okay. So I'm going to pick ones that relatively are known. Okay. So I'm going to give you the movie in the studio. You tell me if you think it's going to be a hype or a blight. Okay. We're going to start with this one. Easy one. Out the gate. Naruto, Lionsgate.
Oh, hell yeah.
You think it's going to be fun? You think it's going to be hype?
Well, I just want to see him run.
We're definitely getting a lot. Yeah, that's the question.
There's going to be a lot of running with hands behind their back.
Do you get Naruto running with the live action Naruto movie?
You know people are going to go crazy in the theater when they see that.
Yeah. Well, you know, and a lot of the people that grew up on Naruto and Shippuden are now like mid-20s, 30, early 30s. Yeah. So like they are the target demo of like movie-going crowd.
And that's one that you can get more than just the anime fans involved in it and make it good.
Yeah.
What's the studio doing it?
Lionsgate.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be good.
But I also think that it is kind of cringe at times, like Naruto. Like you have to like clean up the dialogue a little bit.
Not like,
oh, it's my jutsu.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's my jutsu.
Yeah, that's all anime in my eyes.
Yeah, it's like, just make it a little bit better.
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go see that. Yes.
What about this one?
Okay.
Gundam, Netflix.
Why do I all think of Psy? Gundam style.
Oh, yeah. You know, like Gundam, right? Do you know Gundam?
I don't know Gundam.
Okay,
no.
here. You'll know it if I show you.
Like I said, I just thought of Gundam style.
All right. Gundam is...
I hope there's a lot of guns in a kingdom. That'd be sick. Oh, I have seen that. Okay, yeah. Netflix is doing it? Netflix did One Piece?
Yep.
I'm in.
Okay. You're hype?
Yep.
I am blight.
Oh.
I feel like Gundam should be done on the level of like a legendary. I don't know.
Okay.
You know,
it is more of that type of character, I guess.
Gundam's story is more like political intrigue and like territories and war. And I feel like Netflix may try to over animate it. It works with
I feel like Amazon would do a good job at that too.
Maybe. Yeah. But like Netflix, they failed with Cowboy Bebop horribly.
Oh, that was
horribly,
gross.
which I knew was going to be trash.
I tried that one and I couldn't even finish it.
They did good with One Piece.
One Piece is fantastic.
Yes. But One Piece's IP allows itself to be kind of goofy and over the top.
The way the characters are, yeah.
And they brought in the creator to kind of work as a producer on it.
Yeah.
Gundam, on the other hand, is so rich with IP and lore, but the idea of bringing it up for like a modern audience, I don't know.
You know what? I'm changing. I'm blight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me on that.
All right. Here's
Sorry,
one.
Gundam.
This
ain't the Gundam style.
This is one I wanted for a long time. Still no studio attached to it. They were working on one way back in the day. Couldn't get it together. Akira.
Ooh. Okay.
Now Akira's iconic.
Yes. I even know about Akira.
Yeah. Akira's iconic. They were working on one with, I believe it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Chris Evans.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now, I firmly believe, and like, look, I'm a dude that like, I don't care about race swapping as long as if it doesn't have anything to do with like the character. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Like, unless it's like central
what was
to
the Scarlett Johansson race swap they did? What was that?
Well, it wasn't even really a race swap. It was Ghost in the Shell, which underrated movie.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, but there's a lot of backlash.
And you know what?
That.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Japanese people didn't give a shit. It was like stuffy white people that cared.
Yeah. I'll look at Scarlett Johansson in a movie all day.
Yeah. Who cares? But Akira, I don't care about race swapping in general, but something in me says that if someone's going to do Akira, they need to have an all Asian cast.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's only what I think about when I think of it. Like Akira, just the characters and like, yeah.
Akira needs Neo Tokyo, bro. Like we need.
And are we talking movies or series in this?
It's a movie.
I think series. They're just
no. Don't even worry about it. No, I like you do a good 2 hour, 20-minute movie of Akira. You do it right.
You have to do multiple to like a trilogy or something.
Yeah, but look, I'm in.
I'm hyped for that if it's done right. I don't know what the studio is, but again, I think that Amazon would do a good job at that too. Just they've done such a good job with Fallout, and a lot of their shows have been really good lately.
Right.
Especially with that. I mean, I just feel like. But they're, what are they knee deep in God of War right now and all that?
So we'll have to wait and find out. But there you go. There's all that nerd news.
2 hypes, 1 blight.
Coming up next, we got a ton of sports news. We're going to take a little break.
Off the rocker.
We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Elliot Cams here. You might know me as Elliot Jams. You might also know me as the coziest boy in Fresno.
So cozy.
You know why? Because I'm inside Grogg's, traditional Irish pub.
We had to take off our jackets because it's so cozy.
It's warm. I feel like I'm in a bosom. Your bosom. Grogg's bosom.
Gentle bosom.
The bosoming is happening here at Grogg's, traditional Irish pub.
So come eat and drink.
Out of the bosom of Grogg's, traditional Irish pub.
And we're back, thanks to Grogg's.
Oh, yeah.
For not only sponsoring our studio, but allowing us to do taps and takes where we bring that nerd news and that sports news. Yeah. Now, Eddie, before we get started, I just want to say, clean up your mouth around the kids. Eddie's out there just cussing up a storm. And there's like a dance studio down the way here. And like in the morning, moms are taking their little kids and they're like, ha, 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 and Eddie's out there all F this and F that. I'm like, Eddie.
Yeah, that was totally me, bro.
That was totally you and not me.
Yeah.
It's totally you. Anyways, it's time for
the
sports
look
and
on
sports
your
and
face
sports.
when she walked by that.
I was like, ooh.
And the kid was looking through the fence like,
hi. It's like, ooh. Sports and 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 sport. Elliot loves balls.
And sad.
Oh, man. These games, Eddie.
Yeah.
These games.
Well, before we go anywhere, Drew, can you go ahead and give me the latest in Angels news?
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yes.
Nothing.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
Now that we got that clarified.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Way to report.
Yeah. It's working on.
Can we call this the Taps and Take Sports Desk now? I love this. This is cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Live from the Taps and Take Sports Desk, we're talking football.
Do we have amazing football news?
Yeah, we do. We have a ton. And I don't know what I'm going to do after the Super Bowl because basketball's terrible this year.
Is it?
Yeah, but we'll get to that later. We'll worry about that when that comes.
Okay. Sounds good.
But we had 2 conference championship games over the weekend between the Rams and the Seahawks, who I predicted would win the Super Bowl. Still in it. My Bills. More on them later. But the other game we had was Denver with a backup quarterback named Jarrett Stidham. And of course, Drake May and the Patriots in a game where you only needed to watch, well, none of it.
It was boring.
It was a snooze fest. I had more fun watching the snow swirl around than I did anything. And it was crazy because within one quarter, it was beautiful on the field and nice. And the next quarter, it's completely covered in
snow. Dumping.
Missed field goals. You couldn't even throw the ball. It was so windy. And that's, the end of the Broncos was that because the Patriots have like the best run defense in the league. And when you could only run the ball and, the Patriots just gashed them on the ground and it was over 10-7.
Yeah. That's low scoring game.
Yeah. I've seen hockey games score more goals.
Yeah.
than points in that one. But, deservedly, I think the Patriots were the better team, even though it could have gone either way. Sean Payton made some stupid mistakes and going forward when he shouldn't have and stuff like that. But they were the better team, and we don't want to see Jared Stidham, and he was bad.
Yeah, no, and that sucks that their QB injures himself.
To his defense, one thing I will say is whoever did the uniform combinations should have looked at the weather report because the Patriots were in all white with silver helmets. And there was a point in that game when he threw that interception to Christian Gonzalez. You could not see him, bro. He was white. He was like, it was bad. Like, so they're in bright orange so you could see them. Yeah. And the Patriots are like camouflaged in the snow. And they were set up to fail from the get-go with Bo Nix. If they would have won, I would have been extremely surprised. But a good fight, though. Yeah. I will say they get a good fight.
For sure.
And they'll be a good team again next year, but it's the Patriots. We're back. We're complete turnaround from Tom Brady, and the Patriots are back at the Super Bowl again.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were struggling for a bit there.
Yeah. They had 4 wins last season, Drew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And here we are. They're back in the Super Bowl.
Crazy. Mike Vrabel is the man, though. And he has such a Robert De Niro vibe on the sideline.
Right.
It's crazy. He's always just like,
yeah. And that makes sense. if my job was on the line, it'd be like,
yeah, with that. But shout out to the Patriots. And then the other game. Oh, what a game it was.
Now that was a game.
So many different variables in this game that made it so much fun. The Sam Darnold narrative, obviously everyone loves the Cooper Kupp revenge game against his old team who let him go, who scored a touchdown. And like, it's just everything about this game. Kenneth Walker turning into prime Barry Sanders randomly. Holy cow.
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
No, that was crazy.
What a juke, man.
Yeah.
That was some Madden shit.
No, he was doing some, he was on one, dude. He just put out probably the best game he's ever played.
Yeah. Prime Barry Sanders. He was doing things. I was like, what? I just picture Chris Brimmer going whoop, whoop, whoop.
And like the whole time. The thing about that game though is that when you watch that game, because when I was watching the Patriots, I was like, the Patriots Broncos game, I was kind of like, these do not look like Super Bowl caliber teams.
The AFC, with what happened to Joe Burrow being out the whole year, Patrick Mahomes and all that, Lamar Jackson not in the place. Again, it was Josh Allen's year to win. He completely screwed the pooch. But, somebody has to go from the AFC at that point, right? So,
but the Seattle game, I was like, oh, okay, this is a Super Bowl caliber team. They're just like running through fools.
They've been the best team, I think, in the NFL for the most of the season and the most consistent team and the best on both sides of the ball. Like some teams, like for example, Houston, they were so good defensively, the number one in all of football, but offensively, they just weren't good enough. They couldn't score enough points.
Yeah.
And you could go look at every team. The Chargers, good defense, but their offensive line is terrible. I think Seattle, if you look back at all the teams this whole season, they're the only complete team in the NFL. And the Rams aren't close behind. They're a complete team too. But the Patriots, their receiving core, they have some issues with their Will Campbell.
Right. Yeah. Well, in the
offensive line.
The swings in the Seattle Rams game was, it was an exciting game that could be anyone's go.
At first I thought, Seattle's going to blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
And then, Matthew Stafford did his thing, slowly, just dumping it to Puka Nacua as much as he possibly can. And then they got back into it, but just wasn't enough.
Nope.
Wasn't enough?
Wasn't enough at the end. And they basically just had to stop him down and let the clock drain at the end, which I also am always like, I don't like that.
That's part of the game, though.
It is part of the game. Strategy.
Don't put a clock in, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, that's why it's there.
Yeah.
You use it to your advantage, and they did. And Seattle's going to be, let's see, Seattle Patriots, I assume, in San Francisco here, or I'm sorry, Santa Clara. It's not in San Francisco. Let's be real, people. 70-30 Seattle fans probably in that stadium.
Yeah, I have a big feeling Seattle is going to easily win this.
I think so.
And then
I think so.
Here's the other problem we have, though. And this is a big
I'll give
problem.
my pick next week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's the big problem. Elliott has been saying all year, all last year, since the NFL started, Darnold.
Yeah.
He's a Darnold stan. Darnold's going to do it. I've been there. Darnold. If Darnold wins a Super Bowl, Elliott's going to be insufferable, more so for like the next, I don't know how long.
But why?
Because he managed to call Darnold. That's the thing.
But he didn't do that until he started doing good.
No, dude, Elliott's talked about Sam Darnold a lot.
Yeah, but so he's 2 years now being good. Did he do it 3 years ago when he was the backup for the Panthers?
I think
no,
if
he
I
was the backup
remember
in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Before that, and the Panthers before that.
I think he's been a Darnold stan
He's been a
for kind
Baker
of while.
Mayfield, Darnold stan. He did Baker too. He's just not. Why is he not talking about Baker right now, huh? Why?
Why indeed?
Why? Now, did you see this picture? I'll send it to Orc right now, actually. Put it right here. If you notice, and this picture there, and this right here was the preseason hype for who's going to the Super Bowl. And it shows one player from every team. And I want you to look all the way in the front of this and who's standing there. Drake May and Sam Darnold. This is bizarre.
Why
It's
is
scripted.
it bizarre?
It's scripted. Because it shows the stadium. I'm going to send Orc the picture so I can put it here again. It shows San Francisco, the stadium, and it shows them in the very front. Like it's crazy.
You think it's scripted?
Well, look at this picture. How could you not?
I think sometimes like things just fall into like perfect place. You know what I mean? Like things just happen to happen.
I know. I don't think it's scripted, but it's just kind of funny. Everyone's losing their mind over it. They got to find something.
Whatever. It's the internet. But I think that, you get these guys that come out of nowhere and just, it's their year. You know what I mean? And this is clearly Seattle's year.
They're
last year it was Philly and
this year it's Seattle.
And this year it's Seattle.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Basically, here's we'll do all the prop bets and
we'll
your picks next week.
Yeah.
But I will say this is Seattle's game to lose. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like I firmly believe that they're going to win, but you never know.
The spread right now is 4.5 and open at 3.5. It's already moved 1 point. That's crazy. You know what? You know what it is this weekend, Drew?
What?
The Pro Bowl.
Oh God.
Okay, hear me out. Back in the day, like let's say I'm doing a thing and I'm inviting a ex-NFL player on the stage, right, in front of all these kids to give an emotional speech. What do I say?
What do you say?
I say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 4-time Pro Bowler and blah, 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 blah. And everyone goes, whoa. Well, that is no longer as steam as it used to be.
Why is that?
Well, because, Drew, Shedeur Sanders is going to the Pro Bowl.
Why?
I don't know. And I want to play a little game with you.
Okay.
I want to call higher or lower. And we're talking about EPA. Okay. And if you don't know what EPA is, I'll explain it to you. EPA is pretty much the metric in football. It's called expected points added. So for every play, how many points you give to your team to score points, which wins the game. Okay. So I have a list here of all the expected points added, and I'm going to, in short, it tells you how a specific play helped the team score, going beyond just how many yards were gained, right? Okay. So it's what they use is like your general play, like, like what WAR is in baseball. So I have and of course, Drake May's number 1 in EPA of all quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford's number 3. Josh Allen's up there. Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott. So it's a pretty good measure of quarterback success.
Okay.
I have a list here of every quarterback who's thrown a pass 78 of them. 78 quarterbacks this year have a recorded EPA. I'm going to list the quarterback, and I want you to tell me if his EPA is higher or lower than Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Joe Flacco.
Higher.
Higher. Cooper Rush.
Higher.
Yep. Clayton Tune.
Higher.
Yep. Davis Mills.
Is it higher?
Mm-hmm. Quinn Ewers.
I don't even know who that is.
Correct.
Higher.
Shane Buechele.
Higher.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew, who played half a game.
Higher.
Correct. Keldon Slovis.
What? Who's higher? What?
Nick Mullins.
Higher.
Higher.
What? Where is he on the list?
Well, Drew, of the 78 players I named, Shedeur Sanders is ranked 75th.
Why is he going to the Pro Bowl?
I don't know. He threw 7 touchdown passes this year and 10 interceptions. I know what you're thinking. Well, you can't go by EPA and we go by quarterback rating. Here we go. Quarterback rating. Number 1, Drake May. Number 2, Matthew Stafford. This is 42 qualified quarterbacks because you have to qualify for a quarterback rating. Of the 42 qualified quarterbacks this year, Shedeur Sanders is ranked 41st.
Oh, no way.
Yep. At 68.1.
So what do you think it is? Why do you think they're having him there? Why?
I see. This is what absolutely Dylan Gabriel, who was the quarterback they benched for him, has a higher quarterback rating and better stats. Joe Flacco, when he was on the Browns before he went, has a Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers came in off the couch for 3 games, lost all 3 of them, and had a better EPA at quarterback rating than Shedeur Sanders.
My question is, because there is a branding thing with the Sanders, Neon Dion.
Correct. And if that's what it is now,
Shedeur,
then saying you're a Pro Bowler is now officially a joke.
But that's my question. Like, do you think that this is... he's going there because someone in marketing was like, they have a following and a brand. This will bring people to watch. Or do you think it's a meme?
I think it's a meme. I don't.
Do you think they're memeing it out just to get people pissed off online? To be like, why the hell is this a thing? Or do you think no one wanted to do the Pro Bowl?
I think there's a lot of that too. In the AFC, there's a lot of injured quarterbacks. Yeah. Right. Obviously, Drake May is going to the Super Bowl, so he's out. So they got to find a replacement. Yeah. But where's Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence was literally on the final ballot for MVP of the league. Why is he not on this? Why is he not in the Pro Bowl? Maybe he said no. I don't know. But at least, say yes and then leave. And then you got Justin Herbert, who's battling injuries. He probably won't go. And then you got Josh Allen, who's probably, I don't know, in a cave somewhere crying.
Yeah, because he's pissed. So then, if
you look at the AFC quarterbacks, why not put Phillip Rivers in there?
Right.
At this point, like, that'd be fun. That would be more fun than Shedeur Sanders. Like, it's just, if it's a name, if it's a meme.
Do you think if they really give extensive workouts and training and they really focus on this kid, do you think he could be great? Or do you think he just doesn't
I've always thought he'd be a flop, like a Johnny Manziel type. He just didn't, even in the biggest games in college. He had a chance against Oregon when they were undefeated, and they blew him out the water and exposed them completely.
Yeah.
Right. It's just, and he had the talent around him that were 5 stars and stuff, like Hunter and all these great receivers. And now he's playing for the Browns, right?
Yeah.
He's just not good. He's just not good. He's a great college quarterback, but he's just not NFL caliber. And it's the Browns, man, when we start talking about the coaching thing here, it's a mess. So he's also set up to fail from the Browns. But I just can't believe, like, when I was a kid, like, Pro Bowl was like it, even though the games suck. It's just, you're seeing all the best of the best play.
It's like
and
an all-star
fun.
game.
Yeah. Who cares if the games suck? And it's like, that's not what it's about. You're seeing the best of the best, have fun, joke around. And now we're not seeing the best of the best anymore. No. And it used to be an esteem. Like, on your Wikipedia page, it'd say how many Pro Bowls you made.
Right.
That meant something. Now it doesn't mean anything. And a few years ago, we had Tyler Huntley was in there too as a replacement. It's like, you don't need another quarterback replacement. Replace someone else who deserves it in another position and rotate it out.
Yeah.
And all these players, they're playing flag football.
Right.
Just get another receiver in there. Jamar Chase can throw a football. I've seen him do it. Make him just play quarterback for it.
Right.
That would be more fun to see.
That would be
players
fun.
playing other positions than it would to put Shedeur Sanders, who ranks third to last of 78 quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, I actually saw that headline and I was like, why? Like why?
Who the hell is Chris Oladokun, and how does he have a better EPA than Shedeur Sanders? Who is Max Brosmer? What are we doing here?
No, and I understand. I understand that, like what you're saying is that
why is CJ Stroud not in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, that there is this esteem that is associated with making this, and that this kind of sullies it. I do get that. I think this has to be a marketing play to get people even talking about it, to get people to even watch the Pro Bowl.
And that's sad if it is.
I'm sure that's what it is.
And that's sad. And if that's just sad. I mean, Joe Burrow is back and healthy. Why isn't he not going? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, like, they're healthy. Like, I don't understand. It's just boggles my mind. That's all.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad that here we are, that some dude who shouldn't even be starting in the NFL is this first year with 7 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. And of all the starting quarterbacks, literally the worst, because these other guys are not starters that are behind him, is just saying a lot about the NFL and the Pro Bowl. Maybe they should just get rid of it. Maybe it should just be a all first team vote. And then,
hey, man. When your dad's Neon Deion Sanders, one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Ugh, I hate it.
What you gonna do?
Speaking of the Browns, the coaching search continues.
Something sounds poopy
for the Browns, and I'm actually going to save this for last. I'm going to go off on the Steelers first, then we're going to save this Browns thing for last.
Okay.
The Steelers, we talked about this last week, how they've been in a decade of just wastedness, just wasted franchise. Well, hold my beer, Drew. Because not only did they, Tomlin step down, allegedly, I think he was kind of forced out.
Yeah.
But they went and said, what better than 10 years of wasted Pittsburgh head coach than to go get a guy who wasted Dallas for 10 years in Mike McCarthy? That's right. Mike McCarthy has been hired as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. Now, Mike McCarthy, well known for winning a Super Bowl, I don't know, in
20 years ago?
Now at this point, 2000 BC, I don't know. But with Aaron Rodgers was his quarterback. And who did the Packers beat in that Super Bowl, Drew?
Who?
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Interesting. But it all comes around because maybe he wants to get Aaron Rodgers back for 1 year. But why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, yes, but they did make the playoffs. So
they did. Him and Aaron, 13 years in Green Bay, obviously won a Super Bowl. And then he went and just showed that he's a mediocre coach for 10 years of wastedness in Dallas when he did the same thing. He did the same thing Mike Tomlin did in Dallas.
Yeah, but I could see a lot of ownership overreach in Dallas as well. You know what I mean? I could see if you want to run a tight ship and make certain decisions, I could see ownership kind of being like, no, you're going to do what I want at Dallas. Whereas you kind of have to let people, when you bring in some of these head coaches and like he's old guard. And I think that the Lions head coach, Dan Campbell has proven that if you want to be relevant, you got to take some risks.
All the good coaches now. Ben Johnson for Chicago this year, who was the offensive coordinator. All these coaches, and Mike McCarthy's just not it.
Well, because he's part of the old guard, and you got to understand that sometimes the tried and true strategy of doing this and doing that, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
These teams need a change, right? A drastic change, like Chicago did with Ben Johnson.
Right.
Huge hire, great hire. Look at him this year. Look what all these, and then they went and just got the boringest. Even when he left Dallas, there were players coming out and saying how boring and bad of a coach he was. He doesn't pump you up to play, you see even Harbaugh in his old age for the Chargers is going, who has it better than us? No one. You got Ben Johnson taking off his shirt. Right. You got Campbell who wants to take everyone and run through a brick wall with them. Yeah. And you got Mike McCarthy. Yeah. So we're going to play. And this is Steelers football. This is the steel curtain we're talking about. Yeah. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, that is kind of strange.
And then the Bills, they needed a change because They obviously can't make it to the Super Bowl. They got Josh Allen, so they're looking for that young, let's change the franchise, let's do something. They couldn't find anybody. They brought in Phillip Rivers to interview for head coach, who just coached high school and then came to the NFL for 3 games and outdid Shedeur Sanders, by the way. And they just, all that, and they kept everybody with no Sean McDermott and just made their OC their head coach. So it's going to be the same team. It's like, so that's not making a change anywhere. So we're down to 3 teams left for coach. Okay. The Arizona Cardinals, interesting situation. Got a good young nucleus, but Kyler Murray, we don't know. A good up and coming defense. So that's a pretty good spot in my eyes for any coach. And then you got the 2 that nobody will take. The Raiders still looking for a coach.
Wow.
Yes, they have the number 1 overall pick. It'll be Fernando Mendoza. So you got to get a coach in there who has quarterback experience, offensive guy. You cannot lead him to fail in that. So that's a good up. And then we have the Browns.
Oh, God.
And many people have been going to the Browns, including the ex-Dolphins coach, Mike McDaniel, who the Browns brought him in. He went there. He went in a room. And they said he had to do certain things. And he said, no, thank you, and left. And multiple people have gone in, gotten calls from the Browns, and have turned it down. So McDaniel said, screw it, I'll just be the Chargers offensive coordinator now. They're taking lower jobs because they don't want to be the head coach of the Browns. Because the Browns are using essays, homework, and personality tests with AI in their coaching search.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Nope. A wise man once said, the Browns are going to Brown. Because it is bad.
What the fuck?
Yep.
You have got to be kidding me.
Yep. So the Browns search process, what they have run a number of times, is unlike any other in the NFL. And it plays to certain types of candidates. They are data-driven operation in Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders. And they spend an extraordinary amount of time gathering data on their coaches' candidates. And then they give them personality tests, make them write essays, and complete homework assignments going into both and first and second rounds of interviews that plays towards the type of candidates they have in the mix. And not a single coach wants to take this job. Written test. Mike McDaniel opted to withdraw from consideration with this cumbersome process. Oh, by the way, he went to Yale. Jesse Minter also withdrew and went to Baltimore. It's a mess. I mean, this is crazy.
Well, I know you know what, Eddie? Now's our time to shine.
Shall we do these essays and homework and be the Browns coach?
Let's say we'll do the personality exams. We'll do the test. You can get 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Yeah.
We will coach the Browns to greatness. And you know what? If you want some good shit
First
here,
thing I'm doing is benching Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. If you want people to watch the Browns football, you put 2 people that don't know how to coach an NFL team at all.
I think first thing, remarket, right? No more brown. That's ugly color. Let's remarket to aqua. The aquas.
The aquas?
Yeah. Teal. The teals.
But you know, the thing about the Browns is like the Browns. You can't rebrand the Browns until the Browns win a Super Bowl. So not until like 2060 something.
I'll be dead.
Anyways.
At this phase.
That was fun.
Yeah. And that was sports.
And that's sports.
Take Sports Desk.
Thank you so very much for watching Taps and Takes this beautiful Friday. Go and check us out at twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast. If you want to join us live, remember our release schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And I'll be there right now too.
Yep. Friday for Taps and Takes, Monday and Wednesday for episodes of the Do-Over Podcast. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Eddie, where can everyone find you?
The Do-Over Podcast.
Do-Over 559 pretty
and
much
somewhere
everywhere.
Probably at a movie theater.
Yeah. Somewhere. Somewhere. And then big thanks to Royce and Groggs. And until next week, gotta go. Love you. Bye.